So this is the first of the tapes to be watched. It's called Avatar Theory. And as you're waking up this morning, Christmas Day, you know it's true. You're in an avatar, but your soul is up in heaven. And he has just taken all his souls, children, elderly, and Christians, angel Christians, and pulled them up to heaven. And now you've got a bunch of avatars that are still alive but have no soul. They are to be disposed of properly and not abused in any way. We must always do as what God says. Now, I've made many tapes, and you'll find some on this channel of mine, but then the world leaders have a bunch more. But my hard drive has it all. Dissect it, learn what this is all about. But the first and foremost thing I want to make sure that everybody knows, no concentration camps. We're not doing that. God is not like that. He just wanted to prove to the world that even with threatening them, he would not, they would not give the world back to him. And the other part is the children. The children are going to be raptured because they can't go through this 7-year tribulation. It's going to be tough. But they're going to be put into a temporary avatar in heaven. And they're going to do 7 years in that avatar. And then they're going to be judged. And if they've learned to behave, they're going to get to stay. If not, they'll come back through. So don't you worry about your children or your elderly or anyone else that isn't in their body anymore. They're in heaven. That avatar is useless now. It was a rental. So, just so you know, that's why I want to make sure this first tape is getting that stuff clear. And the other part is the concentration camps. Every one of you that voted no back then, it was going to be that way anyway. He made this way. He made me to look as crazy as he could, so that you guys couldn't do this and say yes. Because in reality, all of us have to go up until Christmas Eve on faith. There can be no proof. There never will be until Christmas Day. And then you'll have proof, and you'll be judged on the proof side. But all of us that are going, we had to be judged on the faith side. And so faith is all we had to go. And that's how we went into heaven, and that's how we were judged. So, and I think there's something else. Just remember God's grace on this. All of you that said no, he could very easily have done the concentration camps. But he is not that kind of a God. He is merciful. And he knows his children are not paying attention to him. Well, make this day the day the whole world turns around and starts looking right at him and following him. That will give him his honor in heaven, giving you his grace. But any of them that choose to still continue with crime, violence, anything like that, send them home for judgment. Do not hesitate. As if they're innocent, God's going to let them off the hook. But if they're lying, God's going to know that too. So, 7 days solitary and then send them home. You're going to have this death row inmate sitting on 2 years or what? No, 7 days. sending them home for judgment. God's force be with you all and forever. Amen.